A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me. In our darkest moments, when life flashes before us, we find something that keeps us going. Something that pushes us.
That's one way to start the game. Anyways, what's going on, guys? And today I'm bringing you my full review of Tomb Raider, which is actually the rebooted version. Well, the reboot of the franchise that Square Enix decided to do. And but yeah, I'm pretty pumped up about this review. You know, I played some of the multiplayer, played some of this, got some footage here and there, and you know, I gather all my thoughts and I just put them on my notes and everything like that. So, you know, so I could keep organized when it comes to my reviews and everything like that. So yeah, this game was a lot of fun. Man, the campaign was absolutely fantastic. Oh man, especially the voice actress that played Laura. Oh man, her accent was just amazing. So anyways, enough chit chat. Let's get down to the review. So the first section of my review will be about the story. You know, I'll tell you a little bit about the story, what's it about, what goes down, this and that. Without spoiling it too much. Basically, the story is Laura goes into an adventure. That's it. well, yeah, kind of it is. But anyways, she's on a ship. She's on like an archaeologist ship. On an adventure to go search for the lost tomb of the Sun Queen, Himiko, in Japan. So you know, she has her crew. Well, she's in the crew, not her crew, but she's in the crew and everything like that. And basically, she wants to go inside the Dragon's Triangle, which is, in her theory, that's where the lost temple, or that's where the Sun Queen lives, or whatnot. And so, you know, the crew's like, hell no, let's not go in there. There's a bunch of thorns and everything. It looks like, you know, it's crazy. But then, they end up going there, and basically the ship basically sinks. You know, it gets all fucked up. As you can see from the beginning of the video, that's what happens, and she ends up like that. And basically, she has to go. She finds out there's other people still alive in there. They have their little society. They have like little cult going on there. They're trying to get basically what the cult is trying to do is please the Sun Queen and try to get rid of the storms on their way. But Laura has to save her friends, has to solve these riddles and puzzles and try to figure out how to end the Sun Queen's terror with the storms and all that shit. And, but nonetheless, though, the game story is pretty damn good. It's really good. It's a lot good. Basically, that's what the story is. Little stuff without spoiling it too much. Hopefully, I didn't. Anyways, so moving on to the next section is the graphics. The graphics are fantastic. The graphics are what I love about this is the amount of detail they go to. How they really make sure that Laura gets really gets dirty, from all the adventure and everything like that. Not just like, oh, she goes in water and then she's super clean already. No, man. She's like dirty. She has cuts and bruises. She's bleeding from this and that. Oh man, that like the whole. It's just really, this is great. And I seen the graphics on the PC now, man. Woo! Now those are even better graphics. They even have dedicated graphics for her hair. That's right, for her hair. Like, whoo! So if you're running everything on ultra or max settings, damn, that's a beauty right there. But this is on PS3, so you're gonna have some, you're gonna downgrade on the graphics. But nonetheless, they still look great. The graphics look pretty damn good. Now moving on to the next section will be the ease of controls. The controls on the Tomb Raider game, they're simple. It's basically like a third-person shooter in a way. Think about it kind of like Uncharted. X is to jump, square is to what is square? I think it's attack. No, I don't know. Circle is to evade, kind of evade. Triangle, it's for like the action button, kind of do some like kills and everything like that. What is that? R1's, to shoot with the bow and guns or whatever like that, and stuff like that. And they're pretty simple, like the whole climbing system similar to Uncharted. You jump with the X, you climb with square, move up with the climbing axe and that. It's pretty cool. Like the controls are basically simple. They they give you a tutorial and everything how to do it. And when you learn new combos, they give you like a visual visual tutorial how to do it. Or kind of like that. So that's pretty cool. Now, moving on to the next section, which will be what I like about the game. What I like about the game is really the story. The story, like I said before, is really good. It's pretty badass. Yeah. The controls I like that. I told you guys how I like the detail of the characters, how Laura, how everybody gets really dirty and everything. You see all the details, the dirt, the mud, the blood, and everything like that. That looks freaking cool. And honestly, that looks pretty badass. And I'm glad they they decided to go, they put in an effort to that, make it more detailed like that. Also, what I also like about it is the kind of like what I call the Uncharted climbing system. Like the whole whoa, you're gonna fall, but press this quick action button to save your ass. I think the whole climbing system, the jumping, and similar to Uncharted. A lot of people kind of compare this to Uncharted, which in a way you can. And another thing that I like about it is the upgrading system, which basically you salvage a bunch of parts that you find around the whole jungle, and you basically make your upgrades from there. And the whole, not only that, you could purchase what you call it, skills. How to make Laura a better survivor, better fighter, better smarter like that, and make puzzles more easier. Stuff like that. The small things make the game pretty badass. Now this wouldn't be a Tomb Raider game if there's no tomb raids. If you're raiding the tombs. Now in this game there are a bunch of puzzles, and which I'm glad too. It keeps you like in check and keeps you focused. You're like, whoa, it's not just the one. It's just climb here. You made it, and there's your tomb. Nah, there's a puzzle in every Tomb Raider. Every tomb you gotta raid. There's a puzzle going on. You gotta figure out how things go. You gotta do some math here, some science, some rocket science. Calculate how to swing and all that stuff. Not really, but but yeah, it require it will require you to think, kind of like outside the box in order to raid. Some are easy, some are a little tricky, but overall you should be fine. Not only that, I kind of like it's kind of like the open worldness about it too. I like how it's kind of like open world. It's not like once you pass through this destination, you can't go back. Kind of like Uncharted, you pass through this level, you can't go back to the other level. So with this, you camp it on certain locations, and you can fast travel between location to location on the island, which is pretty cool. So if you miss something over here, you could go back and get some stuff, and you can salvage some more parts and this and that, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. I really like that. Not only that, what you could do if you fast travel around areas like from this place to this place, and if you miss certain things, there's what do you call those? Small quests. The little challenges that Tomb Raider has, that you shoot something, you have to find like, what was it? Like 10 of those throughout the whole area. So it's a little puzzles. You get XP. It has some RPG elements. That's how you earn your skills. You level up, RPG-ish and all like that, which is pretty cool. And I really like that. But which I really bothered with it was because I was already in a good level, which is pretty cool. Now, all right, I'm moving on to my dislikes, and honestly, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I think it's okay, but I do dislike it. And what I'm talking about is the multiplayer. Now I know you guys are being like, what? The multiplayer, it's good, it's badass. It's good for you guys. For sure, yeah. Good for you. But to me, I have a few complaints about the multiplayer. The multiplayer, it's okay. It's mediocre. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just okay. Now, what I mean by that, I mean it's like it's when you're playing online, the multiplayer. There's a lot of loading. There's a lot of loading between rounds. It's round based between what you play free for all, not free for all. Rescue, team deathmatch. It's like 3 rounds, best 2 out of 3 wins, and it's kind of like every time you finish a round, you switch places, and then you have to load up again, and stuff like that. The multiplayer is a bit choppy. It's a bit slow. I don't know if it's not smooth. It's like I don't know, when you're moving around the character, like moving. A lot of things are moving. Things can tend to lag. It gets a bit choppy. The climbing system's not as smooth as the one in the campaign. What should we call it? I had it right here in my head, but I just can't remember. Oh yeah. There is weapon customization, so I do like about that. The weapon customizations. You could choose your character you want. You can level up, but my main thing, that I don't like about the multiplayer, especially when I'm playing TDM or Team Deathmatch, is the spawn system. The spawn system is absolutely bad. Not like if you're playing another game like Call of Duty, like random spots. Each of you has your own destination of a spawn point. So the enemy teams are all in the back, your team's all in the front, and basically what I mean is, it's very easy to spawn trap people. Very easy. All you need is people to be aggressive and push forward, get some kills. It is time based to respawn, so it takes a couple of seconds. So what I mean is, basically, for example, I've been spawn trapped so easy on this game. I was like, what the hell? It's like, that's it? Like, oh, I mean, you can fight back, of course. You can escape, and people could spawn on you. You could spawn on the base. But I see this in every game. I'm sure I sometimes do it as well, but I mean, that's where the action is. It will get boring because the maps are big. For 8 players, they're pretty big. I wish they were a little bit smaller or more players in general. or like at least 6 on 6 or something like that. But you know, like if let's say my team's being aggressive, we kill everybody, and they all spawn in the base, and we're like, well, we're not gonna wait for them. Let's go after them. So after that, my teammates, they spawn, they stay right at the entrance. Cause you slide down, you have to come down. It's like a top hill. You have to come down, and when you come down, oh, this happened to me so many times. When I barely come down, I barely touch the floor, boom, I get killed by a freaking arrow. I'm like, what the hell? And you know, you could throw grenades or grenade launchers or whatever the hell on top of their spawn point, you know, in case they're camping it. But you know, that's like one of my biggest complaints. I wish they would taken away the base or something like that. I have random spawn points, like random, like, you know, you know, if you're gonna try to be more like Uncharted-ness, I guess Uncharted, at least try to be, you know, try to do it well. Cause you know, that's my biggest complaint about the multiplayer. That's probably why I dislike it more than I should have. And the spawn system, the whole base spawn system, it's just it doesn't really go well with me. And you probably feel the same way. You're like, yeah, that happened to me too, man. As soon as I spawn in, I slide down the rope. Well, yeah, it's like whatever. I slide down, boom, I get jumped by 2 or 3 players. Like, what the hell? And it's not fun. If it was random spawn points, yeah, I spawn over there, you spawn over there, or I spawn with my teammate. You know, it keeps the, you know, people moving, stuff like that. You know, it'll make it more better. Now, moving on to the next section, whether or not, well, that's basically all that this like. Next, it's whether you'll be playing this game more. To me, if you're into single player, you know, campaigns, yeah, you'll be playing it more. You know, if you're into the trophies, you'll be playing it back. Go for that platinum. But if you want to play again and again on the multiplayer, it might throw you off in the bin, because like the things that are talking about, the whole spawn system, you know, you're pretty much going up against good players and everything like that. It might throw you off, but if you stick around, it does get a bit fun. You know, on the smaller levels, small maps, yeah, it does get a bit fun. But the whole bases, the spawn bases, really kill it. It really kills it for me. You know, that's why, you know, it's moderate. I'm gonna say moderate when it comes to replay value. It's pretty moderate. But you know, overall, the campaign is great. I love the campaign. You know, the voice of Laura is. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh. And you know, the whole writing and everything like that, the puzzles, the really thinking outside of the box, the quick time events are really good. You know, it's a really the campaign's really it's great, it's fantastic and everything. But the multiplayer, you know, that's up to you. But for me, I didn't really like it. You know, that's like, I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm not gonna play it. It's like, I'll play it, you know, for the review, and I played it a bunch. But you know, that's gonna be up to you. It's not my cup of tea. You know, because if it was more like Uncharted, I would have loved it. Because I love the Uncharted 3 multiplayer. I think it's fantastic. But you know, if it was more smoother, you know, get rid of the spawn bases, you know, yeah, then it'll be pretty badass. You know, give everybody more chance instead of like, because I mean, the whole spawn camping, spawn killing, it's very easy in that game, and it's just like, oh, come on, you know, it's pretty like that. So what do I give it? Honestly, I give 1 thumbs up and 1 thumbs in the middle. I should do like a visual representation how I do it, you know, or kind of like, was it 45 degrees? Was it 90? Yeah, 45 degrees, like that. And I gave it 8 out of 10. You know, the campaign really is good and everything like that. Multiplayer, I'll think of it as a bonus. You know, not necessarily you have to play it, but the campaign's really good. Well, anyways, that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. So what do you think about this Tomb Raider game? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you agree with me on certain levels? Do you disagree with me on certain levels? Let me know. I want to know, you know, what do you think about this game? Anyways, hope you enjoyed it, my review and everything like that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.